All peaceful in the Oxfordshire village of Shrivenham. But just down the road, a hostile state, like China or Russia, may have been behind a secret cyber attack against part of the UK's Ministry of Defence. The target was this place, the Defence Academy, where officers rising up through the ranks come to learn, both offline and online. The then Director General has agreed to speak for the first time about the hack.
Those contractors that first spotted, back in March, some unusual activity over a weekend, and then pretty quickly realised that there were external agents on our network who looked like they were there for what looked pretty quickly like nefarious reasons. Alarm bells rang, and at that point we start to really dive in and see what's going on.
He's not sure who was to blame, but suspects criminals or a foreign power operating in a grey zone of harm under the threshold of war. The Academy's IT system, perhaps seen as a backdoor to try and penetrate wider defence networks to steal secrets.
Why would we not expect, therefore, to be conducting grey zone operations just because we're an educational establishment outside Swindon? There's an example of how the front line has changed and is changing.
And what was the consequence of all of this?
Consequences of the operations were significant, but they're manageable. But only manageable because your people work incredibly hard to keep things going and find backup methodologies.
No big secrets were swiped, but for teachers and students, it's been harder to access online material and emails as the Academy's entire network is being rebuilt and made more resilient.
It's been almost a year since the cyber attack on the Defence Academy was first discovered, but the Ministry of Defence has yet to say anything publicly about who it thinks was responsible. Asked for a comment, a spokesperson said swift action was taken to deal with the incident and there was no impact on the wider Ministry of Defence IT network.
But there are calls for greater openness when it comes to suspected grey zone attacks.
There's a clear public interest in the MoD letting more be known about the patterns of activity that are targeting this country and trying to damage and degrade it. And we think that there's no real reason why we shouldn't know more about what our servicemen and women have to face on a daily basis.
For now, with the cyber hack, only the Defence Academy's website offers a clue something was amiss. Deborah Haynes, Sky News.